Hey YouTube, welcome back. Sorry about the wait, mate. I'd like to welcome Shane to the channel. Welcome Shane, thank you for subscribing. We're going to get back into bottle opening knives. Sorted out a bit of the sandblasting issue, and I'll show you where we stand right now. This is one of the knives, bottle opening knives that's come out. Pretty clean. I've got half of one other one to do to wrap that up, and then we're going to set to make sheaths. These things are already sharp, so I'm not going to play with that. So that's where we're going to go, sandblast the second one, and get to making some sheaths. It's a bit chilly out this morning. Not too bad here in the garage, but I'm not going to film the sandblasting because my air compressor is so stinking loud. I have to wear earmuffs to drown it out and quiet it, and I think it's just about on its last leg, so I might be due for new air compressor coming up here in the future. You've got to love the quick work of a sandblaster. Look at those. Nice and clean. Sweet. So, next up, tape them off for a sheath. So, that's what I'm going to do next. Pretty easy, just 3 layers of blue tape. I'm going to do that in the house because the tape is warming up, so it'll be pliable for when I put it on these knives. Alright, here we go. Tape it. Keeps the on. Now to trim all the excess tape off of these. And we're getting there, one step at a time. Bear with me. All cut, both set, ready to go. Now, Kydex. Kydex. I always buy it 1 square foot, sheet at a time. No more baby steps. Look down here, this giant sheet of Kydex. Yeah, that bad boy is 2 foot by 4 foot. Huge. So now I gotta cut a small section off to make 2 little sheets. So I don't have to worry about stock on Kydex for a while. Wish the lighting was a little bit better. Maybe turn on another light over here. There we go. A little bit better. But yeah, that's a big ass piece of Kydex. So I'm gonna measure up what I can and make a couple cuts and go from there. Here we go. 2 pieces of Kydex, 2 blades. Got my electric griddle ready to go. Heat up the Kydex. Transfer over here to the press. Press it, clamp it, let it sit. I only do 1 blade at a time, so I'll be doing 1 sheath at a time. But time to get this going. So I have the blade prepped, sitting in the press, and over here I have the Kydex heating up. Once it's hot enough to transfer, I'll transfer it over here and then press it. I've just got the camera here so it's out of the way. I'm not going to show everything because it's a lot of fumbling around with all these C-clamps and everything. So I got the first one in, clamped up, nice and tight, and just a matter of cool down period, probably about 10 minutes or so, and we'll have a look. So here's where we stand. We've got 2 sheaths done. As you see, one got a little more square than the other one. I was kind of brushing that one around to try to get it clamped because it was getting really hot and it was heating up through my gloves pretty good, but I can still fix all that when I trim up the edges and everything. So next step is, move it a little closer. There. So what I'm doing is I'm going to follow the outline of the blade here, but move it far enough out that I can put eyelets in. It does look like a little gaudy of a sheath, but the outcome is pretty sweet when it's got the eyelets in there. So those lines there, there you go, and here in the pencil marking, that's where I'm going to cut it off, and then clean it all up, mark where I'm going to put a couple eyelets, one on the end here specifically if they want to wear it around their neck, which people do, which is fine, not worried about that. So time to bust out the tabletop bandsaw. Reasons you want to take your time. Don't be in a hurry. Being in a hurry causes flaws. Like this, I didn't get it molded well enough, and it's extremely loose inside the sheet. So I have to correct that. How do you do it? Without getting the skillet and everything back out? Use the heat gun. As I would tell you, comrade, when you are at a rush and you are rushing, you will lose. So I gotta heat this up and repress it. It's kind of depressing to be repressing. Now this is actually the first time I've had to do this. I think what ended up happening is I was in too big of a hurry to take this out of the Kydex clamp, which is why it didn't seal and cure all the way around. But there's my heat gun. Heat this thing up, get it hot, and go from there. So when you turn it on, get little lights that pop up, and they're not flashing, it just looks like that in the camera. They're a solid light. But, yeah. Pretty warm. Yeah. How about this? Maybe I should get clamps prepared too. One clamp. Two clamps. Now we're gonna just apply heat to this thing. I don't have it set too high because I'm not trying to burn it. I just want to get it warm so it's pliable again. And that will allow it to mold itself exactly to the shape of the knife. So, I'll get back to you guys when this is done. I know I've shown this part before, at least once, but what I've done is I used my center punch and I knocked out 3 spots where I'm going to use my brad point drill bit to drill my holes for my eyelets. Just enough to go through. Repeat the process a few more times, well, twice, and then install my eyelet. Alright, everything is fixed with the sheets. Eyelets are in. They're sheet. They're clean. Now it's time to etch logos and then names. I won't film the entire process. Just a quick etch of a logo. We've got our Etch-O-Matic here. We've got our electrolytes. Quick little spray. And hold down. I'm still trying to get it figured to where I time it right. Get it with the glass cleaner to neutralize the electrolytes so it doesn't start rusting the blade. And you gotta remember to put a light coat of oil on it. So, it doesn't take a minute. But part of the process, I'm still learning. And yeah, so if I don't screw it up, I'll show you the end result. I actually didn't hit the photo button. There we go. There's one logo etched. Now put names on them. Edge the other one, oil it, and call it a day. Almost. We're not quite done yet. Okay, here we go. The reveal, if you will. So, here we have rabbit. Come claim your knife. If it looks a little glossy, it is because I put a little bit of oil on there. As these are not stainless steel, they will develop a little bit of rust. AJ, girl, come claim your knife. There we go. Better shot of the logo. So, these two are a done deal. I'm going to head out to the garage because I got one last question for all my viewers out there. Back to the great outdoors. Pretty sunny out. Makes for a bad view of myself in the camera. I don't think I've really got a good view, but how many of you that watch this channel are hunters? What do you hunt for? I'm a hunter myself, and I've been hunting for a while. Probably since I was about 16. Finally landed the trophy I've been looking for. I've been deer hunting. I've been pheasant hunting. But the ever elusive thing that all men my age chase could be called a cougar. I finally caught me a cougar. Right here. 1968 Mercury Cougar. Been wrenching on this thing for the past few weeks. It's really solid. Got brand new rims and wheels and tires. The interior is impeccable. Body is just about ready for paint. But this was the distraction I had going on. Taking a break from blade work on this beast. But yeah, so the cat, if you will, is now out of the bag, or the cougar I shall say. Next few video segments is probably going to be me showing the cougar because I don't have a whole lot of blade orders. So to fill time on my channel, I'll be updating you guys on everything I've done with this. Thank you for subscribing once again. Shane, if you have any questions or comments on any of my video content, you can leave a comment in the section right below the video, and I'll be more than happy to respond, like I do to just about anybody else that subscribes or leaves comments. But there we have it. I hope you guys all enjoy your weekend, and yeah, rock on.